Okay, I'm gonna try to film this video again after having my thoughts clearly and concisely written down. Hopefully I can follow this flow. Recently, a popular YouTuber came forward in support of frontrunner of the Republican nomination, Donald Trump. Fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with this because everyone has their own opinions, especially when it comes to the ideas of politics and who they think should govern the people. And I like that she's kind of making this to encourage young people to get out there and vote. But then again, due to Donald Trump's track record and the comments he's made against certain races and the LGBT community, it was a little risky for this person to make this video, and honestly that's probably what they wanted, because this video has garnered a lot of negative attention, and that's probably what this person wanted because it gets them clicking on that video and it gets them the views. But I recently read an article that pointed out the similarities in Donald Trump's campaign to Hitler's campaign when he tried to get elected in Germany after World War I. Hitler rose to power after World War I because Germany wasn't in such a great place, their economy wasn't doing too well, and their lifestyle wasn't the same as before the war, and people really wanted someone to blame for that. And so Hitler stepped up and kind of created these scapegoats, the Jews, the blacks, and the gay people in that country at the time, and he kind of pointed a finger at them and said, these are the people that are responsible for why our country is in the state that it is right now. Once he did rise to power and he formed his dictatorship, and of course we all know what came to that and what essentially led into World War II. I'm not saying that everyone who followed Hitler was a bad person, but I'm also not saying that everyone who followed Hitler was a good person. They were just kind of brainwashed at that time into thinking that these people are responsible. If we get them out of our country and get rid of them, Germany will prosper and it will be the way it should, establishing the elite class. Donald Trump's not really that extreme. Our country is not in the best place right now. People don't work like they used to. People don't make as much money as they used to, and they're kind of looking for someone to blame. And with this added threat of terrorism, people are scared and they don't know what to do, and they kind of look for someone to point at, and Donald Trump steps up. These immigrants are to blame. These Muslims are to blame. If we get rid of them and get them out of this country, then America will be great again. Not to say that Donald Trump is synonymous with Hitler, but politics is a very dangerous game to play because politicians often play a character. You see it now more than ever. Both sides have their characters. You have Hillary Clinton, who appeals to the older black community in America. A lot of her debates and the things she's going to argue and say are going to appeal to the people who fit into those categories. In the same party, you have Bernie Sanders, who obviously appeals to the younger college-age kids, and so a lot of the stuff he says is going to be centered towards them, with the free education and the $15 an hour wage limit. And then on the other side, you have Donald Trump, who appeals to the conservative, older, white group, and he's going to cater to beliefs they have. He's going to say the xenophobic comments, he's going to blame the Muslims, he's going to blame the immigrants, because the older white conservative people in America feel that these people came into the country and they stole their jobs, stole their way of living, and they kind of stole the American dream. And every candidate does it. They might not do it as blatant and obvious as Donald Trump is, and I'm not saying that Donald Trump doesn't believe everything he says, but to an extent he's playing up a character. And honestly, I'm just hoping that this is all one big punked thing, that if Donald Trump does get elected president, Ashton Kutcher's gonna come out at his inauguration and be like, America, you played yourself. We founded this campaign in racism and xenophobia and bigotry, and you voted for him, so gotcha. And then Donald Trump's gonna completely flip the script and be the best president ever. Probably not. It's kind of scary to think about the way politics is going right now, and that we still use this almost corrupt system of people have to act a certain way in order to be elected, instead of having the people really decide on the things that they want to do. It may be time to rethink that. You probably really don't care what I think, and I probably really don't care what you think, but I just wanted to make that video. I'll see you tomorrow.